Pause. You guys don't get too far back because I don't want you to forget that that machine's there. Okay, so I'm going to start with my intro again because now the camera's on. So today is a clinic day, not a practice day, so our format's a little bit different. We're going to start with a 10-minute freestyle warm-up. Then I'm going to explain what we're doing today. Then we're going to go through about 45 minutes of drills, and then we're going to finish our day today with 30 minutes of game time, applying the skill that we've been working on. So the first thing I have to say is that the camera's on. If anybody objects, I have to turn the camera off. So does anybody object? Okay, the camera is there for you. So today at some point I might say, Gary, I want you to find this spot in the video, and I want you to go back and look at what you were just doing. I might say something like that. So you guys are welcome to look at them at any time. All right, let's start with our warm-up. We want to keep it in the kitchen for these guys, Margaret, because there's a machine behind them. So this paddle is about 3/4 of an inch longer than my old one. It's like a completely different sport. Exactly. It's so weird how that little small difference can make such a big difference. Right there. I did not hit the sweet spot. Switch sides, Margaret. Ready? Ready, Margaret? We're going to switch sides. Go. Switch. Okay, the warm-up is a good time to practice respect the X, right? Whose is it? Whose is it? Oh, whose was it? It was yours, exactly. Gary screwed the hell up. Whose is it? It's yours, yeah. Whose is it? Yeah. Whose is it? It was actually hers, but that's okay, Gary. If you're over there covering the middle, who's covering the line? That's hers. Oh, Gary's got a lot to learn. Ah, he almost did it again. That was yours. Oops. You got a new little hook slice, I see. Yeah, that's the one. A little new forehand hook slice. We're going to call you Seth pretty soon. All right, I think you guys are warm enough. We'll cut it a little bit short. Okay, so what do you know about the backhand flick volley? I'm going to start with Amora because she spends probably 60% of every day watching professional pro pickleball videos. And then she dreams about it in the other 40% of the day. So, backhand flick volley, what do you know about it?
I know that it is basically a top spin starting like this, and you're coming up like that, and you use your backhand to use your obviously up the net.
That's the technical. What is the tactical or purpose of it? Yeah.
So that is a little less sure of what
Okay.
you want here. So you're at the net. I mean, I would say it's a put away shot. It's certainly an offensive shot.
Put away shot. So you see it as a finishing shot.
I see it as certainly offensive. I mean, and you have to have the right kind of ball, right?
Okay.
It's, it has to be coming up, enough slow, and then you can get it and reach to the kitchen. But yeah, I would see it as a put away or certainly offensive.
Yeah.
Somebody back, like it's going back. So that's
okay. So what makes it an offensive shot? If anybody else knows anything, jump in. So unpredictable.
It's fast and it should have power.
When a 5.0 hits it, it's fast. Right? Everything that a 5.0 hits is fast. Right? But we're not 5.0, so are we going to hit it as fast as them? Should we be trying to hit it as fast as them? No. Okay. So I agree with you that it's an offensive shot. It can be a put-away shot, and especially at the level we're playing at. If you hit a good one, any shot can be a put-away shot. But the primary thing to remember about all of your flick shots is that spin is the enemy of the drop shot. So if you have somebody back at the baseline and you know they're going to be trying to hit a drop shot, this is just another way for you to give them spin. Because anytime somebody who's trying to hit something slowly, if the ball is rotating quickly, that's a second factor that they have to take into account. Because the dwell time on their paddle on a slow shot is longer, so if it's spinning, it makes it harder to return. One of the reasons that Seth is so hard to play against is every single one of his shots has spin on it, so it's really difficult to play a slow game against Seth, right? Because you can't think against him. You can't volley drop. It's hard to do drop shots against him because all of his balls are spinning because he holds his racket way up here and he slices every single shot. Now, if you think of playing against Seth and how much difficulty you have trying to hit softly his shots, think about the player at the baseline. Now you're dealing with a lot of spin while you're trying to hit a soft drop shot so you can come up to the net. So it's a pressure shot. I would call it a pressure shot. It's offensive for sure. It can be a put away, but it really is a pressure shot. Because if you can hit a flick with spin, it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be a winner. It just makes it more likely that that person is going to make a mistake.
So my next question is, what would be the difference between backhand flick and a backhand roll?
Nothing really, right? So a roll is typically lower, right? It's a longer stroke. A flick is something that you take high, so you look like you're in a position to take a normal volley, and all you're doing is changing your rack position and give it a little flick. So a volley that's coming in normally, when you make contact with it, the head of your paddle is going to be higher than the ball, right? Right? Typically. But with a flick, as it's coming in, you've got the ready position of a regular volley, right? But then you drop your racket head, and you just give it a little flick, right? So you're... Sorry? It's just a longer stroke. It's less disguised. It's more of a longer stroke. So, yeah, and it's a little bit higher too. So, yeah, maybe. All right. So let's do a demonstration. I'm going to just turn on the machine and then step off to the side. Gary, top red switch. Just hit the top red switch. Yep, top red switch. Awesome. Gary, you're going to want to step out of the way just so I don't hit you. First few could be wild. Oh, that was too high for a flick volley. It was coming right at my face. Right, so that was a little high for a flick volley. The machine is not always going to give us the perfect ball. That was too high. So I drop my paddle head and I just give it a little flick. I was talking too much there. Oops. That's a very good one. Okay, last one. Okay, ideally, we want to have a slightly eastern backhand grip, leaning this racket edge over, and then watch how low the ball stays. Just watch how low the ball stays. See how low that ball stays? It doesn't bounce at all. Am I hitting them at 100 miles an hour like a 5.0 player? No, I'm not. But they're spinning like crazy. Right? You can shut that off.
So my next question is,
yep.
normally when I'm at the net,
You have a Continental. Yep.
it's way too hard to change my flying grips in the net.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So if you and I are up close to the net, I'm going to be in Continental. I'm not going to change my grip. But if I have somebody back at the baseline, right, and they're hitting me a drop shot, which is I know is going to be coming in slow and high, I have lots of time to just do a roll. It's just literally from this position to this position. It only takes a split second, right? So I'm in Continental. The person's hitting a drop shot. I see them, their body weight. They're about to hit a drop shot. The drop shot's coming. I see that it's going to be low. I can just give it a little pivot as I'm bringing my racket head down and give them a flick. It's harder to do here with the machine because the machine's too close and the ball's coming too fast. Yeah, so I just start. If you want to practice that, work in this position. So now she's asking about Continental grip versus a slight Eastern backhand. Right? So you can do a finger roll like a badminton player to get into that position from here. Right? So if I'm starting in Continental, I just take these two fingers, move them to there. Right? It just takes a split second. Right? And then now I've got a really good flick angle. Right? So
When back in the old days when I played tennis, we were taught to use that grip for our backhand.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, and they still do. They'll even use an extreme Western backhand now. All right, so we're going to work on this. We need to get a safe rotation going. So the one person will be here. One person will be back here waiting so that when the switch comes, you're moving toward the machine and you can see the ball rather than moving sideways. So you're going to be moving forward, and then the other person will just be picking up. So we're only going to hit 3 and then switch. And that way when you go to pick up, so when you exit, you're going to go out that side, right? I'll be doing most of the picking up. Just do a big loop and come around. Okay? I'm going to explain that right now. Our first progression is we're going to be starting just with the racket head down. Remember, a ball that's up here, you're not going to be able to flick, right? So you're looking for balls that are kind of in this zone right here. You want to be able to make contact with it somewhere between your belly button and your nose, ideally, right? And then your motion is from low to high. Yep.
I get a little caught up on this, but it's not really your wrist; it's your forearm.
It's pronating.
Pronating, but your wrist has to come around.
Your wrist it has to release, otherwise you're going to tear yourself. Yeah.
But the motion is coming from your forearm, right?
Yeah. So I imagine I'm throwing a frisbee, right? If I was throwing a frisbee, that would be the motion. Yeah.
And then your arm is fairly far out.
Yes, your contact point, you want it to be out front. Yeah. We don't want to be doing this, right? We're not doing a belly out stroke because that's just way too much. We're just literally out here, flicking, and my arm is hardly moving at all. Now, sometimes the ball is going to come in on you, right? You're going to have to adjust your arm position, but generally speaking, this is not a push stroke. This is a rotation stroke. Pure spin. Yep, that's a good way to put it. Okay, I'm going to turn the machine on. Kick that one through. Hit 3 and then move. Yep. Here it comes. One more. Okay, switch. Okay, we're on that side. Come here. So you're going to start with the racket down, like that. Okay. Yeah, that's what you're starting with that, but I want you to start like this. Yeah, for this drill. Exactly. See Maura? Look at Maura. Okay, I'm just going to pause everybody for 1 second. Okay, I've given you a minute to get used to things. Let's put our rackets down on the ground. Come up to the net. Fingers down. Okay, rotate. Not your whole arm, just from your elbow forward. Right, so we're not rolling our elbow underneath. We're just rotating from here forward. Back of my hand stays forward. Right? Most of you are doing this. Right? Flipping out. Right? You're just doing this. Yeah, like the windshield wiper. Right? So it's just a rotation. So now with the paddle, it just becomes this. Right? And if I increase my grip, that's where I get my forward propulsion.
Oh,
so I'm not pushing.
Okay, that was my next question. You have to have something that's giving you forward momentum.
It's this. So if you think of how an auger works, how an auger is stationary, but it's rotating around an axis and it's pushing forward, that's exactly what's happening here. This is like an auger. This blade, because of the angle of the blade as it rotates, is pushing the ball forward and creating the spin.
Yes. Yeah, it comes back here, and then as I come up.
See, your racket face is open here. It needs to be closed. Otherwise, it's not an auger, right? So, yeah, you got it. So we're starting here. Racket down. Ball comes towards us. We just do this quickly. And that's what gives us the speed, right? So think about this. Just hold your arm out loosely. Just your arm, just your hand. Okay? This way. Okay? If your arm's totally relaxed, I can push it back, right? But if you give me the tiniest little bit of counter pressure, right, you can prevent me from pushing back. Tiniest bit of counter pressure forward as I make contact, right? Tiniest bit of counter pressure forward as I make contact, right? That's what you want, just the tiniest bit of counter pressure in conjunction with this rotation, and that's all you need.
And then so back to the grip strength.
Very relaxed. In fact, I'm doing this, right? Because this is not a hard shot. This is just it's just rotation, right? So your racket face, yeah, you got to remember it. If this edge isn't forward, you're never going to get the spin, right? Yeah. All right, I'm going to do one more demonstration. You're going to think of all the things I just said. Stand in front of me where you can see my blade. Just stand in front of me where you can see my blade. All right, so leading edge forward. Oops, bad one. So I'm starting with racket head down. I didn't take a big swing at that, right? That was terrible. I'm trying to exaggerate this. See that? There's barely any forward momentum. It's just this. It's just like if I went, Margaret.
I was just going to say you're trying to.
It's a flick. Brush it, flick, yeah, snap the towel. Okay, go ahead, guys. There you go. That was a good one. Yeah, you're getting it, Margaret. Okay, pause for a second. Just stand here, pretend you're about to hit it. Start in your starting position. Okay. You need this edge, yeah, tipped more. So that when you go like this, the auger pushes it forward. Exactly. Yep. That's pretty continental. It's pretty flat. Get that edge forward. There you go. That's too high. Yeah, there we go. Well done. That was your best one. There you go, Margaret. Start with your head down, Gary. Head down, head down. Head down. Okay. Exactly. Okay. Oops. That was bad. Last one. Heads down, head up. So I'm start down, finish up. 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 Good. Opening up is good. Okay, I'm going to pause for 1 second, get everybody in. Come on in. Show me your starting position. Come on closer, just come closer. Starting position. Okay, so most of you are hitting the ball here. I want you to hit the ball here. And in fact, show me your, oh yeah, you're going this way. Okay, so get it closer to your handle, right? The lower part of the paddle, it's going to be a lot stronger. Okay, so you want to get it, the sweet spot right there is your contact point, right? So. Okay, so change your alignment here because you're left-handed. Just change where you're set up, just so that you're receiving an easier ball. Okay, all right, here we go. Who's up? Racket head down, Margaret. Good job, Gary. Good. 3 good ones. Racket head all the way down. Show me your ready position. Reach. Reach. There you go. Reach, reach, reach. Reach, Margaret. Reach, not back here. Reach. There you go, Gary. There's a little more snap. Racket head further down.
My arms are short.
Yeah. Reach. You're getting the timing. For you more, it's mostly timing now. That was a good one, Margaret. That's a good one, Gary. Nice and relaxed. There you go. Beautiful. Relaxed. Yep. So relaxed gives you more spin. Just relax. Relax your grip. There you go. You were more relaxed that time. Okay. Show me your grip to start with. Okay. Let's get this down into here.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So you want this bottom finger right off the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Try that. Same with you, Margaret. Slide your bracket down so your bottom finger is right off the bottom. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's beautiful. All the way down, Margaret. All the way down. Okay. We got to work on your starting position here. Let's work on your starting position. Okay. So let me think. You're left-handed. Okay. So I'm going to start with the racket out like that, and then I'm going to turn my hand down. No, no. I want the leading edge out. Okay. Right? Leading edge out, and then the racket all the way down, so that you're starting here and finishing out here. So let's get this. Yeah, that's good. Now let's get it right down. Right? And then, yeah.
Twist my elbow.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. All right? So then you're going to, as you rotate, the blade pushes forward. All right? Just like that. There you go. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Yep. Nice. Yeah. You can get more rotation that way. You'll get it. You'll get it. It'll come. You got this, Gary. That was your best one yet, Margaret? That was your best one yet? That was great, right there. That was awesome. Can you shut the machine off, Margaret? Top switch. Okay, we're going to pick up, we're going to have a drink of water, then we're going to come back in and do the next progression. That progression took longer than I expected, so that's okay. We get to where we get to today. You can use that tube. Oops. All right, let's grab a drink of water, and then we'll come back in and we will talk. Or we'll do the next progression. Morning, Ethan. Hey, Edgar. How you doing, buddy? Edgar. Oh, careful. He's a shy guy. He's going to run away from you. He's like a junior high school boy. If you look at him, he runs away. That's Edgar. He says, I'll take your measure from back here and then.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
You guys make a lot of noise. I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about, so ready position. You don't want to give away that you're going to hit a roll volley, right? Right, so you want to start, your normal ready position for your volley is to be pointing your paddle at, so just back up, Gary. Okay, Gary's at the baseline, right? And he's about to hit a ball. I want to be pointing my paddle at the exact spot in the air where his paddle is going to be making contact with the ball, right? Yeah, so not at the ground, not just up at the sky, at the exact height. So if he's going to hit at knee height, I'm pointing it just to the side of his body at knee height, right? So I want to start there. Then as the ball comes into me, if it's a regular volley, I'm going to want my racket head to be above the ball so that I can hit down on it. Unless it's a loopy one that's coming underneath the line of the net, then I have to reverse and hit up. Anytime I'm hitting up, I want my paddle head to be below the ball, right? But generally speaking, for a block, my racket head is going to be here, right? So I start in that position, and then I see that it's going to be a high looping ball. He's trying to hit a drop shot from where he is, right? So as soon as I see that ball go up, now I can rotate my paddle down and hit my flick, right? So we have to start from here. We have to read right. We have to drop our paddle head, hit our flick. Oh yeah, well you can. It depends on what you're doing, but you get more spin in an Eastern, but you don't have to switch to Eastern. So if I'm hitting a continental, right, without changing my grip, I can just bend my wrist a little more. Exactly. I can, right, so I can achieve the same thing. You're going to get even more spin if you combine that with the wrist bend, right? And if I hit a flick well, it's not going to be any more than about 8 inches off the ground. Somebody who's making a drop shot wants space between the ball and the ground, right? Because if they're forced to hit a slow shot and bend so low that their paddle is almost scraping the ground, the paddle has to be moving very, very slowly, and the face has to be really, really super open, right? So now, slow moving paddle, super open face with a lot of spin on the ball. What are the odds that they're going to hit a great drop shot? Almost zero, right? It's not zero, but it's almost zero. And add wind on top of that, and now they're really hooped, right? So that's what this purpose of this shot is just, spin is the enemy of the drop shot. We just want to create as much spin as possible to make the next person's drop shot as difficult as possible so that we can finish it on the next shot with a overhead. Okay? All right, so we're going to work on our ready position and receiving the ball. So the last person through can hit that switch. Maura, can you turn on the machine? My speaker on, my microphone on, good. So, because we're at the machine, I'm going to already be in Eastern, right? I'm going to be in Eastern. You can tell my paddle edge is way over, right? I'm pointing at the spot where the ball is going to be coming out of, over the net. Drop my head. Drop my head. See how low that ball stayed? If I want to hit it over there, I can. I just have to turn my shoulders a little bit, turn my hips. Right? So, there we go. All right, so you're starting in ready position. I got the balls, Gary. Don't worry about it. I got it. Just work on your technique. That was a good one? Yeah. Same thing with Angela. Every time I look away, she does it perfectly. Does it? Oh, that was sweet. Yeah, it was a great one. Way better, Margaret. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, guys, when you're hitting these shots now, I want you to try and direct it out your half of the court. Rather than out the sideline, I want you to try and flick it to the back now. Okay, so try and get some directional control in. Good. Good, Margaret. What's that? Okay, pause for 1 second. All right, I want you to think about you're at the kitchen there hitting a flick, backhand flick to me. If it bounces at the white line, I'm going to be able to not easily. It's going to be a difficult shot, but I'm going to be able to hit a drop shot off of it, right? But if you have it bounce halfway between the blue line and the white line, it's going to bounce a second time before it gets here. So now not only do I have to make the drop shot, I have to make the drop shot while I'm moving. So you've just increased my level of difficulty, right? So what I want you to do now, can you turn that on, please, Maura? What I want you to do now is focus on not aiming deep with this shot, but trying to get it to bounce twice before it leaves the court. 1, 2. Perfect. 1. That was gettable. That was a bad shot. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, 1. That still would have been a tough shot, though, right? 1. Oh, that was no good. Last one. You can shut it off after this. Right? Okay. So do you get my point? Right? We want to be able to control it enough that it bounces twice before it leaves the court. So this means we're not trying to hit it hard now. We're trying to hit it with spin, and we're trying to keep the ball low, and we're trying to make our first bounce point in the court relatively close to the net. So somewhere between the blue line and the white line. Second bounce will then be between the white line and the green line somewhere. If you can get it to bounce twice before it gets there, the person has to, they only have, like their drop shot is going to be way down here, and their racket face has to be so open, right? And there's so much spin on the ball that even if they do hit a drop shot, it's going to be coming in this high. So you're going to be able to just pound it, right? So don't think of this shot as a finishing shot. Think of this shot as a setup shot, a pressure shot, where you're generating a shitty return that you're going to be able to put away. Placement pressure. There you go. Okay. Yep. No. You want to, for what we're doing now, you want to bounce it right about here somewhere. Second bounce right about here somewhere. So, yeah. Between the blue and the white, and then your second bounce should be somewhere around the baseline. Oh. Damn it, Maura. Damn it, Brent. Damn it, Margaret. This is a finishing shot. Think of it as a pressure shot. That's two. 2 bounces. 1, 2. That's 2 bounces. Oops, I got fucking balls everywhere now. See how hard you're hitting them? That's because your stroke is too long. Just up. Start further out. That was two, Gary. That was beautiful. That's it. I saw it. That was still a good shot, Margaret. One, two. Nice. One, two. Oh, one, Margaret. One, two. Nice. One, two. Nice. All right, everybody gets one more turn. That's a good one. One, two. Nice. One, two. Perfect. One, two. Nice. One. Well, I was out. And that was too low. One. One, two. There we go. Okay, pause. All right, let's do a pickup. Let's do a pickup. We'll put the balls in the hopper, actually, not in the machine. And then I want to just demonstrate a tactical concept. There might have been some. There we go. Okay, just let me get this out of the way. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Tape these down so they don't flap around in the wind. Okay. Just right up at the net, please. Okay, I'm going to use Maura as my demonstrator partner. You're going to be here hitting just a drop shot. Okay, Maura, just hit me drop shots. You're behind the baseline. Yeah, just hit me drop shot. Just drop shots into the kitchen. In the center. Just keep it simple. Pretty easy, right? Those are bouncing up around your waist. Now put a little bit of topspin on them, keep them lower. See how much higher they're popping? Right? Now, see how much harder it is to hit those drop shots? So, we talk all the time about how to beat bangers. Keep them back, keep them back, keep them back. The next thing you want to talk about once you learn to keep them back is what to do when they're back there. How to make life difficult for them, right? And I see people, they get a chance to hit a topspin shot and they're trying to overpower the person at the baseline. So it goes out, right? Or they overswing and it goes into the net, right? All you're trying to do is create spin so that when they get the ball, it's rising. Why? If you watch all of the videos on the internet talking about drop shots, they say, take the ball while it's falling, right? So if you have to step back, now I'm an extra 5 feet back, right? Take it while it's falling. So whatever you can do to force them to take that ball when it's falling, which is when they want to take it, either further up there or further back here, is good. It's good for you. You don't want to give them a ball that's falling right here. This is what everybody practices with their friends all the time, right? And even better, if you can force them to do it while taking a step to the side, even better, right? So don't think of these flick shots and other topspin shots with people at the baseline as finishing shots. You're not trying to finish the person when you're hitting your topspin or whatever spin you're hitting. You're just trying to put pressure on them to create a mistake. Make sense? Okay. Add wind, like we're in here where it's nice and calm. Add wind, add sun. It can be really difficult. So that's what that shot is all about. Any questions about that? Okay. We're going to do a pickup. We're going to have a drink, and we're going to come back and we're going to play a game. Yes. Twice. Yeah. Because that forces them now, if they're going to wait for it here, to reach in, right, or move forward to hit a drop shot that's only going to be that high off the ground. So. Yeah, people think that they got to hit deep all the time to keep players back. That's not the only way to keep somebody back, right? You can hit shallow and still keep somebody back. And a flick is a great shot, right, because it's got so much spin on it. It's a great shot to hit short, but force the person to stay back.
So that explains a lot of times when you see it drop in transition or high balling it, to go get it, then below. How do I defend it?
Stay back. Let it bounce.
But it's bounced twice if I stay back. I have to get up there because it's bounced.
Yeah, it depends on where it is. If it's going to bounce twice, you have to move forward, because once it bounces the second time, you're done.
Then I better be in control when I'm receiving that ball. Otherwise,
Yeah, and you need to move forward with a really low center of gravity and an open racket face. Yeah, so even if you do get there, you're still in trouble. You're still under huge pressure. Even if you do everything exactly right, you're still under huge pressure. So, yeah. Yeah. All right, let's have a drink, and then we'll come back and play a game.
Thank you, Brent.
I can't believe I'm teaching you guys to beat me.
We love it.
Hey, Edgar's outside. So did you have a good time last night?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it's a good group.
That was Pickle Pals, right? I think it was Pickle Pals last night, because Debbie and Brent were there. I think they're Pickle Pals. So our second membership bubble has expired. Things will slow down now. In about, what's the date today? 22nd. So in about 3 weeks, our third membership bubble for the year will start to, and it's our last one, but it'll be our biggest and most sustained. So we're at 326 members yesterday when I went to bed. So we're easily going to get to 420. So we should have lots of people in the evening leagues, is what I'm getting at. So.
This is when I joined last year, so I guess I was on the third bubble. It's people that think.
So the first membership bubble is what I call the back to school bubble, right? Where people go, the sun's getting low in the sky, it's getting hard to play in the evenings. The seniors don't mind because they can still play during the day. But it's the evening and weekend people. Kids are going back to school. I'm going to have some free time now. I want to start playing pickleball. So we get that membership bubble. That's a small one, but it's an important one. Then the second one is the big one that starts usually around the middle of October, lasts about the middle of December. It's a big one because that's when it's starting to get too cold outside to play. So people are moving indoors. And then the third one is the fitness one, the one that happens. People just before Christmas, they start thinking, oh, I need to lose some weight. I need to get in shape, right? And then it lasts until about the middle of March. Well, middle of February, it starts to peter out. But it'll some years it'll go right into the middle of March. And that's our biggest one. So, I mean, yeah. Anyway, let's go get to work. All right, so we're going to play the opportunity game. Do you guys know why we call it the opportunity game? First of all, do you know what the opportunity game is? Oh, okay, well, let's deal with that. Okay, so you two at the baseline, us two at the net. This is the way we normally play it. I'm just going to hit, or you're going to, or let's switch sides. I'm going to hit Margaret a serve, and then we're just going to play out the point. You're going to try and hit a drop shot. Okay, boom, good job. Okay, so that's how we normally play the opportunity game. We call it the opportunity game because the white line is our opportunity line. If I hit a ball that's short and high, that's the perfect ball for you to step in and hit a drop shot on, right? But if I hit a ball that's deep, that's probably a better ball to hit a drive on, right? So we call it the opportunity game because the white line is an opportunity. We're watching for our opportunities to do our drop shots. Any ball that bounces on the white line is a really good opportunity for the people at the baseline to move forward and hit a drop shot. That's how we play the opportunity game normally. Today we're going to play it a little differently. We're going to start with a topspin shot that makes it really hard for this person to return. So normally we start with a really friendly shot. Normally we start with a really underhand, friendly, high bouncing shot. Today, these players are the players that are working on something specifically, and they are working on an unfriendly topspin shot that stays low and causes the person to hit a bad drop shot. So it's going to be really frustrating to be at the baseline today, right? So we're going to say, no, you have to hit a drop shot today. Okay. So normally, you guys have to get to 7 to win, and we have to get to 11 to win, okay? Today, you guys only need to get to 5 to win, and we have to get to 15 to win, okay? Okay. All right, here we go. Why are you back there, Margaret? Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah. We're going to play it out. So I won, so I switch sides now. Ready, Maura? Okay, thank you. Are you ready? See how difficult it is when a person puts a little bit of topspin on it? Yeah, that's 3. There we go, well done. 4. Okay, now I'm going to do backhand. Good job, Margaret. Out. 5. I like how you slowed your swing speed down there, though. That was awesome. That's 5. 6. I think that's 7. Do you see how hard that was to return? It was ridiculously hard. Nine. So we're at 9 now. Here's 10. 11. Whoa, you had me. I popped one. 12. Oh, that's out. Gary, serve. There you go, Gary. Yep. Okay, so we're at 12 now. 12-1. Oh, that was good. The point is to demonstrate how you don't have to hit the ball deep and with a lot of power to make it really difficult on the returner. Sorry. I didn't hit it hard. Well done. Is that 14? 14? Yeah. Here's. Oh! Good game. That's a good game. That literally went off of right here. Good game. Okay, now you guys are up and we're back. Yep. Out. 0-1. Got one. Got one. Okay. 0-2. Zero, 3. Oh my goodness. 0-4. Nice. We win. We win. We win. We win. We only need to get to 5. Okay, Margaret and I'll be partners now. Well, there's the opportunity game and the sucks game. Whoa! 1. Whoa! 2. Two, 3. I should have. We're at 4. You guys are at 2, right? 2? Yep, nicely done. 3-4. We only need 1, Margaret. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. No, no. They have to get to 15. What are we at? We're at 4. 5-4. Okay. I'm seeing a pattern developing here. Out! Ah! Thought I was going to fool them. 7-4? 8-4. Nice shot. They're not just beating us, they're laughing at us while they beat us. 9-4. 10-4. I'll take it. Oh, there it is! We win! No, that was hers. She gave it to us. All right, so now we're up at the net, Margaret. We're up at the net, and these guys are at the baseline.
Especially with me being a lefty, being caught way over there, which is over there. It's really tough to get back there, depending on my partner, which unfortunately, my partner can't get to the middle of the court for me as well. So it's like, stop it,
Whoa, look at that. We got a point. We got one. We won the last game. Whoa, we got 2 points, Margaret. Yep. Yours. Uh, 1-2. So that's a great example of using softness just to move a player out of position, create an opening, and put it into the opening, right? You take it. It's good. Sorry. Well done. You made me reach. I screwed that one up. Okay, I don't know what the score is. Do we know the score? 2-2. Okay. Yeah. 2-3. My serve. 3-3. Was that his? That wasn't yours. That's why that happened. Okay. 4-3. All right. Nice shot, Maura. 4-4. There it is. Well done. 5-4. Oh yeah. No, we won. Oh, we won. Yeah. We're 5. 5-4. Yours. That's it. Game. Good. That's it. Okay. Now Maura and I versus Gary and Margaret. You guys want to start the baseline? Start the baseline. Come on in, Maura. Whoa! That's what we call a jiffy shot. 1-1. That's what happens. Slow moving paddle, top spin. You could hear it rolling around when you hit it. What are we at? No. We have more than one. We have three. Oh no, two. 3-1. 3-1. There's fault. Yeah, your right toe is in the kitchen.
I always look at the green line.
There you go. I think it's your serve. What's the score? Yeah, your point. 4-2. Yours. Oh no! Oh, you touched it? Okay. No, but he touched it. Oh, that was nasty. Nice shot. I was watching your feet. There you go. 2 pressure shots have resulted in a pop-up finish, right? Yeah. What's the score? 8-3? Okay. Uh-oh. Let's try that one again. That hit the net. We'll try it again. Yep. But you can see how hard it is to hit a really good drop shot off of these spin shots, right? If you can just put spin on the ball, keep it in the court. Oh, I was out. More serve. What are you guys at? 4. They only need 1 more point. Whoa, Gary! I didn't hit it very hard. I didn't hit that very hard, Margaret. Ooh, it's yours. Yeah, well done. See? Not hard, just placement. So we're at 12 now? Here, 12? There's 13? Yours. Oh no, good game. Well done. Okay, now we're back. You guys are up. They're both excellent practice because you get the spin practice here too. Oh no! I had it. I just missed the line. Shh. Oh, well done, Gary. Nice shot, Gary. Whoa. So we're at 1 now? Do we have 2 now? 1 or 2? What's the score? Sorry? 4. Okay. Good. Nothing I can do there. That's a good shot. Oh, shit. Come on. Good news is we don't need very many points. Why did you back up? My drop shot was perfect. 7-2. Oh, yeah! That was perfect. 7-3. 8-3. Oh, we both hit it at the same time, I think. 9-3. We only need 2. You gotta stop trying to win it and just wait for them to lose it. Oh, is that? Okay. Whoa. What are we at? 10-4. Ah! So that's game for us then, right? Good game, guys.
Take back, I like those odds.
All right, so I'm just going to do a wrap up now. So part of what I've really been working on for the last month with all my classes is getting people into the mindset that you're not out here to win points, you're out here to cause your opponent to lose points, right? It's not all about hitting winners, right? You just need to let your opponent fall apart. Give them things they're uncomfortable with. Make every shot, give them an opportunity to hit the ball, but make it difficult for them, right? People are always trying to hit around people and go over them and go for the open space. Sometimes the simplest way to beat somebody is to give them the ball to hit, but just give it to them in a place or in a way that they're uncomfortable with. And you can see from this game, it's really difficult when you're back at the baseline, when you're getting these soft, spinny shots. They're able to get it back, but what does it generate? It generates put away after put away after put away opportunity for the people at the net, right? So stop trying to win the game at the net. Just pressure your opponents and let them lose the game. That's all this was about. And the flick is one of those shots that we can use to do this. We don't have to hit a flick at a 5.0 level for it to be effective. It doesn't need to have that 5.0 kind of power and pace and spin. It's going to be difficult for the person to return if we hit it in the court. Any questions about what we did today? Glad you enjoyed it. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to send you an email later today. It's going to give you ask you to submit a review. It's going to give you 3 different options. Please pick at least one of those 3. I'm under contract now, so when I go to them next year, I need to be able to walk in with a stack of reviews because the students that I'm training get to pick who their coach is, right? So if you guys are training and you guys are happy with me, then I will be back. But if you guys aren't happy with me, then the board will pick somebody else. So, anyway, I need.
I don't do Google reviews.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a Google review. Send you 3 options. Okay, you don't have to do a Google, like you don't have to have a Gmail account to do Google review. Okay, you don't have to. Yeah. I'll give you 3 options. All right.
They're all coming to me through email, right?
Yeah, I'll send you an email about this.
Yep.
All right, guys, thank you.